Morning class. So in the previous chapter we have completed with your algebra, two chapters, polynomials and linear equation. Now starting today with a new unit, that is the most scoring unit of your class 10, that is statistics and probability, chapter number 14 and chapter number 15. Clear? Today we are going to start with statistics. Statistics you have done in class 9 also. In class 9 you did collection of data, representation of data on the graph, you did calculation on the data, right? Now here we are again going to move ahead from what we studied in class 9. In class 9 you studied about mean, median, mode of ungrouped data. Ungrouped data, there were no groups. For example, random selection was there. In a class of 40 students, 20 students were asked how many marks you got in a test, 5, 2, 4, 7, whatever it was. But that was not in group. But then the teacher divides it, how many students got marks between 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, that is group. So in class 10, we are going to discuss about groups, class intervals and calculation of mean, median and mode. Clear? There are four topics over here: mean, median, mode and representation, that is OJI, that is the last exercise. Today we are starting with mean. Now what is mean? Mean means average. All of you know what is mean. All of you know how to calculate your average. If you get a test and in that test you have one mark, you have say out of 20, in one test you got 19, the other you got 20, the other you got 15, 16 and 5. All of you can find the average. That is mean. So today we are going to discuss about mean. Your exercise 14.1 on page number 270, 271 and 272 are based on mean. I have selected one question, that is from page number 271, question number 5. You can do all the questions other than question number 3 that we will be doing afterwards because it has a missing frequency. Here we are going to discuss about calculation of mean by all three methods. Three methods are there for calculating of mean. First, direct method. Second, assuming. And third, step deviation method. In exam, they can ask you by any method. It's not necessary that you have to solve it by any method. Clear, students? Now, why I have selected this question number 5? You can see in your textbook, page number 271, question number 5. The class interval, there is a number of mangoes and number of boxes. 50 to 52 mangoes. Right now, season of mangoes is going on. So 50 to 52 mangoes. How many such boxes are there? 15. 53 to 55 mangoes. How many? 110. 56 to 58, 195. 59 to 61, 150. And 62 to 64, 25 boxes are there. So if I calculate the total number of boxes, and these are the number of mangoes according to the number of boxes. Clear? Now sir, why did I select this? Because this is not a continuous class interval. Please check. These are our lower limits. You have been taught in lower classes, and these are upper limits. Correct? You can see the upper limit of the first class is not the same as lower limit of the next class. 52 and 53. Rest of the questions you will find the same. They are continuous class interval, but this is not a continuous class interval. 53 to 55. The next is 56 to 58. Is there a difference of 1? 59 to 61. So we have to change it into continuous class interval. We are calculating any central tendency, may it be mean, median or mode. It has to be in a continuous class interval. You have changed it in class 9 while drawing histogram, frequency polygon. If you remember, clear? You converted it into a continuous class interval. How do we convert it? Check. These lower limits are reduced by 0.5. We are reducing them by 0.5. And upper limits we are increasing by 0.5. For example, 50 to 52. So lower limit is 49.5. We have reduced. And upper limit is increased to 52.5. Next class 53. So it is reduced to 52.5 to 55.5. Correct? 56, so it is 55.5 to 58.5. Check. 59, it is 58.5 to 61.5. And the last one 61.5 to 64.5. Now check. Is it continuous? 52.5, 55.5, 55.5. Now it is a continuous class interval. Clear, students? I hope there is no doubt you have done it. And this is the frequency, that is the number of boxes according to the manuals. If I find the total sigma fi, we have used this sign previously also. We call it sigma, we call it summation of, right? Add all of them, 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, 20, 0 carry 2, 2 and 1 3 and 1 4, 4 and 3 7, 7 and 1 8 and 2 10, 0 carry 1, 2, 3, 4. Total 400 boxes are there. So we are writing, we are using the mean. There are 3 methods and the symbol for mean is x bar. You have used it in class 9. So the first method is direct method. We have used this in class 9. If you remember your last exercise, there was a question of number of workers and number of wages. We used this formula over there, direct method. X bar is equals to sigma fi xi upon sigma fi. Can you see sigma fi? We already have 400. We have to find fi into xi. But the problem is that where is xi? So our next column will be of xi. And what is xi? Mid value of the class. You have done this in class 9. Mid value of the class. To check over here mid value. How do we find mid value? Xi is equals to upper limit plus lower limit divided by 2. Clear? 49.5 plus 52.5. So we can see 0.5 and 0.5. This is 50. 50 plus 52. 102. 102 divided by 2. That is 51. Can you see? It is lying exactly in between these two. Then 52.5 and 55.5. No need to add it. You can add it also to it, and here also you can see 49.5 and 51, difference of 1.5. Add 1.5 to lower limits or reduce 1.55 upper limits. So 52.5 plus 1.5, 54. Yes or no? 0.5 becomes 53 and 1 54. 55.5 and 1.5, 57. Isn't it? 58.5 and 1.5, 60, and 61.5 and 1.5, 63. Clear? Understood? The formula for this is 9. Alright. Now we need, according to the formula, summation of fi into xi. We have fi, we have xi. Our next column will be fi into xi. I hope you can multiply. Yes or no? You can multiply this. I am increasing this. So that you can easily see the multiplication. What are we multiplying? Fi into xi. Check. Fi 15 into xi 51. Fi 110 into 54, 135 into 57, 115 into 60 and 25 into 63. Fi into xi. I hope we can do the multiplication. Isn't it? See, statistics, why I am saying is a scoring unit, because it has nothing to do with big formulae or big calculation. Straightforward formula is there and you just have to multiply. Yes, you have to multiply it correctly, otherwise it becomes difficult. One multiplication mistake, everything goes wrong. See over here. 15 multiplied by 51. 15 ones are 15, carry 1. 15 5s are 75 and 1 76. Right? 110 multiplied by 54, so 0 as it is. 11 4s are 44, carry 4. 11 5s are 55 and 4 59. Correct? This calculation we have to do 135 into 57. 7 5s are 35, carry 3, 7 3s are 21 and 3, 24, carry 2, 7 is 7 and 4, 9. 5 5s are 25, 5 is a 15 into 17, carry 1, 5 is a 5 and 1, 6. 5, 9, 6 and 1, 7, 6, 9, 5. Correct? 7, 6, 9, 5. And then 15 into 60, 0. 6 5s are 30, 0, carry 3. 6 1s are 6 and 3, 9. 6 1s are 6. 25 into 63, 25 3s are 75, carry 7. 25 6s are 150, 150 and 7, 157. Here, calculation is big here, but you can see straightforward formula. Now we work according to the formula sigma fi into xi. Add all of them, sigma fi into xi. 5 and 5, 10 and 5, 15. Carry 1, 6 and 4, 10, 10 and 9, 19 and 1, 20, and 7, 27, carry 2, 7 and 2, 9, 9 and 9, 18, 18 and 9, 27, 27 and 6, 33, 33 and 5, 38, carry 3, 3 and 5, 8, 8 and 7, 15, 15 and 6, 21, 21 and 1, 22. Clear? Can we substitute the values in the formula? Sigma fi xi 22875 upon sigma fi 400. Now sometimes we make mistake over here in multiplication division. Right? How do we simplify the multiplication division? See, very easy. So this is 400. Can I write it as 400 in 4 into 100? 22875 upon 4 into 100. Now we divide it by 4. 22875 divided by 4. 4 5s are 20. 2 8. 4 7s are 28. 7. 4 1s are 4. 3. Bring down 5. 4 8s are 32. 3. Decimal. 0 4 7s are 28. 2 0 4 5s are 20. So it is 5700 and 18.75 upon 100 was there, so decimal will go 2 more places over here. So it becomes how much? 57.1875. X bar with the help of which method? Direct. This is one of the methods of finding the mean. Now there are 2 more methods. I'll show you all 3 methods in the same question, so that you can verify also. Sir, we apply any method, should the result change? No, result will not change. Yes, might change after decimal, 2 decimal places or 3 decimal places, but till 2 decimal places it will remain the same. So this is your first method for calculating mean, that is which method? Clear? Second method comes assumed mean method. Assumed का मतलब, assume means we assume something, we let. If I were the Prime Minister of India, I am assuming something, correct? But we assume which is in our reach. Mean, we know what is mean. Mean means average, somewhere in between. So can check over here 57.185. The lowest is 50, the highest is 64. Is it somewhere in between? Yes, sir. So we can see over here, we have to assume our mean over here. We have to assume something. Correct? The formula for this mean is x bar is equals to a plus sigma fi into di upon sigma fi. So sigma fi we have already known, 400. The only problem is a and d. Here it was xi was mid value. Here di, then a is assumed mean, that we are going to assume that this can be the mean, and di means deviation, and the formula for deviation xi minus a. So xi we already have calculated. A we will assume. What is a? Correct? So what is a? A means assume. So check over here, somewhere in between. Check the mid value, not the frequency, mid value. Mean is always from xi, not from fi. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 classes are there. 5 mid values are there. So which is the mid value? In between 57. Yes or no? Can you see that? And our mean was also somewhere between 57.187. Right? So it is 57. Now the question arises, sir, here it was 5. Odd number. We calculated the middle one. But supposingly, if there would have been another one over here, 66, then 6 classes. And if 6 classes, which is the mid value? If there are 6 classes, 2 from top, 2 from down, these 2 will be left. From these 2, the one having the highest frequency, check which is having the highest frequency. 135, 135 which would have been 50s. In place of this 115, it would have been 145, then the mean would have been 60. But this happens when there are 6 class intervals or class intervals are even. Here it is. So our assumed mean A is how much? 57. A is equals to 57. So our first column will be DI. So DI is equals to XI minus A. So we already have XI. 51 minus 57, A is 57. 54 minus 57, 57 minus 57, 60 minus 57, and 63 minus 57. We are calculating DI. So check over here. 57 minus 57, 0. 60 minus 57, 3. 63 minus 57, 6. So here we can say 54 minus 57 from smaller to bigger number. So this becomes minus 3 and minus 6. Correct? So according to the formula, it is Fi into Di. Again, do we have Fi? So our next column, Fi into Di. 15 into minus 6, 110 into minus 3, 135 into 0, 115 into 3, and 25 into 6. Can you see? The calculation becomes easier than the first one. Smaller. 15 into minus 6 minus 90. 15 6 are 90. 110 into minus 3 to minus 330. 135 into 0. 0. You could see the multiplication was difficult over here. It is straightforward. 150 into 3. 3 5s are 15. Carry 1. 3 1s are 3 and 1 4. 3 1s are 3. 25 into 6, 150. Isn't it? Clear? So next we want Fi into Di. Add over them sigma Fi into Di. But the problem over here is, so 2 are negative, 2 are positive. So we will add the negatives together, positives together, and then subtract. Minus 90 and minus 330. Minus 90 and minus 330. Minus 420. 345 and 150, 345 and 150, 594, 495, and both signs are different. So 495 minus 420, 570 plus 75. Any confusion? Clear? Correct? Substitute the values in the formula, do the calculation, you will get the same result. Check. So therefore x bar is equals to A 57 plus sigma Fi Di 75. Sigma Fi Di 75 plus 75 upon sigma Fi 400. It is the same as this. Again, if you have a problem, 57 plus 75 upon 4 into 100. I hope everyone can calculate 75 by 4. Can we divide 75 by 4? 4 ones are 4. 3, 5, 4 8s are 32. 3 decimal 0. 4 7s are 28. 2 0 4 5s are 20. Isn't it? And because it is upon 100, so decimal will go 2 places over here. It becomes 57 plus. x bar is equals to 57 plus 0.1875. That is 57.1875. Exactly the same. No change. And you see, not even a single digit is changed. This was your assumed beam method. Can you see the difference between the first formula was slightly easier, but the calculation was tough. And if you make a mistake, it becomes difficult. Same way, assuming method, slightly the formula is different, calculation becomes extremely easy. The last but the most important method, step deviation method. X bar is equals to A plus sigma Fi into Ui upon sigma Fi. Can you see over here? Previously it was Fi into Xi, then Fi into Di, and now Fi into Ui. Sigma Fi as it is same. The only difference A, same assuming. What was assuming? 57. So same over here, A will be 57. A is equals to 57. So Ui we are calculating. Xi minus A upon H. Clear? H. Now what is H? H is the glass size. H is the glass size where Ui is equals to Xi minus A upon H. What is H? You can see 52.5 and 49.5. H is equals to upper limit minus lower limit. Check over here. 52.5 minus 42.5. 0.50. 52 minus 49, 3. How much is H? Clear? Correct? Upper limit minus lower limit. So Xi minus A, we already calculated, sir. Xi minus A, minus 6, minus 3, 0, 3, 6. It's already there. So can we directly do it? Xi minus A, minus 6 upon 3, minus 3 upon 3, 0 upon 3, 3 by 3, 6 by 3. 0 upon 3, 0, 3 by 3, 1, 6 by 3, 2. This will be minus 1, this will be minus 1. Clear? Now, Fi into Ui. Fi into Ui. Fi is already there and Ui here. Calculate. 15 into minus 2. 110 into minus 1. 135 into 0. 115 into 1. And 25 into 135 into 0, 0. 115 into 1, 115. 25 twos are 50. 110 into minus 1, minus 110. 15 into minus 2, minus 30. Simple calculation. Can you see that? Isn't it? So last column, we need Fi into Ui. Can I add it? Fi into Ui. Again same. 115 and 50. 165. Addition. And 1 minus 30 and minus 110. Minus 140. 5, 2, 0. Plus 25. Any confusion? So substitute the value in the formula. A X bar is equals to A 57 plus sigma Fi Ui 25 upon sigma Fi 400. Sorry, one mistake I made. This has to be multiplied by H. Clear? And what is H? Upper limit minus lower limit. So into 3. So 57 plus 25 by into 3, 75 upon 4 into 100. Can you see? 75 into 4 upon 100. We did it over here. So what do I get? 57 plus 0.1875. It is 57.1875. Clear? These are the three methods of calculating mean. Direct method you saw, slightly complicated calculation. Assume mean, slightly easier, and step deviation, extremely easy calculation. In your board exam, they can directly give you calculate the mean using step deviation method. So you have to use this method. You cannot use any other. If they simply say calculate mean, you can apply any method you want. I hope everything is clear. First of all, you have to change it into continuous. If it is not, all the questions are continuous. So this column is not required. But this question was selected because this was the exceptional question. Clear? Correct? I hope you can do. Don't do question number 3. We will discuss it later on. And question number 8 and 9. Question number 8, sorry, on page 272, you will do it by direct method, not by assuming step deviation method, because their H is included. So don't use them. Rest all questions of the exercise you can do. So your exercise 14.1, your homework, exercise 14.1, question number 1, 2, 4, 5th is done for you, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Clear? Please do these questions by all three methods. It will be very, very easy. The picture is there right now in front of you. You can see everything very, very clearly. Right? So please practice these questions and do not use calculators for your calculations. You will not be getting calculators in exam. You have to do it. So the most important part is calculation. Clear everyone? Correct? Hope you are able to understand everything. Please check this. Everything is clear on the board. You can see it over here. Okay, thank you very much. Next class we'll be discussing about median.